Hello, everyone, and welcome to McNelly Stadium. I'm Nick Elsner, joined by Bill Culp, and tonight we're bringing you Springford Girls Soccer versus Perkiomen Valley Girls Soccer on Springford Senior Night. The Rams are 13-4, number 12 in the PIAA district rankings, and they're coming off two straight losses to OJR, who's at 17, and Boyertown at number 2.
Yeah, talking to the coach there, Nick, and welcome everybody. He's really not concerned, Coach Mo. He looks at it as a learning experience. Every single moment he looks at it as a learning experience. He said, really, I just want these girls to react and learn constantly. He's like, I'm not worried about, plays. He's like, I don't have a style. It is whatever is going on at that moment. So he's kind of got that attitude going into, and obviously he did say he's looking into districts and this and that, and he wants the girls to end on a high note. But looking senior night, big night, I'm sure they're going to come out ready to play.
And for PV, they're 7-8-2, the 28th in the PIAA district rankings. It's a rebuilding year for them. They've showed growth this year. They faced a little bit of adversity, but they're rebounding well after losses to have success and wins.
Yeah, and again, it's it always comes with the territory with a younger team and this and that, and again, you want to kind of hit your stride towards the end of the year. And they battled Springford in that first match up there, Nick, with only losing 1-0 to the Rams on the 23rd last month. So, it is a tough atmosphere to come into senior night. As you know, you just had that last week, and they probably want to set that tone real early and maybe try to get off on a good start. But I'm sure the Rams want to try to thwart that right away.
Oh, absolutely. The Rams coming out, as we said, senior night. It's going to be very important for them to, just get a win, end on a high note, as they will be looking to play districts, however. We have both teams' starting lineups out. It's going to be a good matchup tonight.
Yeah, I mean, talking from experience, this is the great thing here, Nick. You could tell everybody out there, a senior night. I mean, you kind of those years go by so fast, and it comes out so quick. I mean, what kind of emotions were you feeling last week when the boys played?
I mean, I was just happy to get into the game. I'm not a starter, but it was great to see that Coach worked everyone into the game. We got plenty of minutes. I think I played 20 or 25 minutes
you
of
did.
the 80, so it was a great way to start. And here the Rams kick off as Julia Chappelle, who injured her ACL, just kicks that one out, and it's a great way to get her on the field there.
Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. And Julia Chappelle tore, like you said, her ACL real early. Talking to Dad before the game, and you could just kind of tell. I mean, number one, forget that she's an athlete and just a very good athlete. Next, she's a great person. You know her in school and this and that, and she just is such a great kid.
Absolutely.
So neat to see.
That's a great thing to say. Great thing to see.
Yeah, it is.
She's getting some love from her teammates. And now we'll head on to the field for the action. PV getting that throw in there as Springford kicked the ball away. And the Rams are a possession-based team here. And they've done pretty well this year. As we said, 13-4, 12th in the PIAA district rankings.
Yeah, before they came in here, Nick, those last two losses, and again, they lost in double overtime last week. They were on a roll. I mean, they were 11-1, only losing to, I believe, Central Bucks East in after their 8th game, I believe. So they were motoring along real well with that record, 11-1. So really establishing themselves, and they're a good team, and they're going to make some noise in districts, obviously.
Oh yeah, and after as we said, they lost to OJR after their first meeting with OJR at OJR, they won 4-3 in double overtime. It's a great team win. You always like to see that team battling to the last whistle. So I'm excited to see what tonight holds.
Yeah, it was neat talking to Coach Mo before the game. One of the things he mentioned, he's like, there really isn't a difference between a 10. He's like, there is some differences between 10-6 and 4-0 win or 5-1. They're all, it's all 4 goals. So he said, hey, it's all learning experience, and I'm sure that like tonight right here, they're going to want to get that ball moving. Nice header.
Allie McVeigh bringing that ball down as she just dribbles through, getting the ball stolen, however. She's a speedster.
Beautiful
Flips
pass.
it out wide. And here come the Rams as they attack. Bagnosi. That pass broken up.
Oh.
Smith there, unable to get a touch as PV comes away with it.
So goalie making a pretty headsy play there, Nick, a gutsy play, because I'll tell you what, that could have been real dangerous. Her coming out of the goal like that, all they needed to do, Springford there, was kind of keep the ball alive, get it out. They had the goalie out, free shot.
Yeah, Riley Hill, great heads-up play there.
Goalie's taller than you and I for Perk Valley there, Nick.
Yeah. That's just how the genes work out sometimes, you know.
I guess they do.
If
Yeah.
I was taller, maybe I'd be out there on the field. Not tonight, but
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I mean,
Any other
like I
night.
said, you play soccer.
Yeah.
You know a lot of these. You probably, grew up, in a lot of these girls, from Springford and this and that, and you get to, see their style. I mean, how is it like, how do you feel as a spectator to kind of see some of your friends and people you've seen grown?
yeah,
Come
I
out here.
love coming out to the Springfield girls soccer games. As you said, I know most of them. I'm friends with a lot of them.
Mhm.
They're in my classes. It's cool to see, you go to school with someone for 6.5 hours a day, and then that free time that you have to do homework and spend time with your family and play sports and kind of let it all out it's fun to just be able to let loose and go relax at a girls soccer game or any other sport like football game or whatever. And I know most of these girls. Number 36, Ella Curry, right there, one of my best friends. She's committed to UMass for women's soccer.
Oh,
And Erica Smith getting taken out there. It'll be Rams ball. But yeah, Ella Curry's an awesome athlete. As
all
I
of
said,
them are. They really
all
are. I mean, these
yeah.
girls are. It's you got a nice program with the girls here.
Absolutely.
And the boys, and they've been consistently, the girls, really, really good. I mean, they got a good youth program. We see some of the youth here, Nick, tonight on the sidelines. They're the ball girls. You see them spread
yeah.
out, so I'm sure
Coach
you'll
Tim
see them here and
Leland's
there.
U10 girls team.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Thank you for
Oh!
being ball girls. And Mule with a nice shot there off the bounce. Hill able to deal with it.
So, yeah, we got our first shot here with a little over 5 minutes into the game. No score, but again, like I said, I'm sure Springford looking to keep it down their end here.
Norwood heading that one away out of danger.
And I was
Now
saying, I always say when watching this, Nick, and even with, this is it's a very physical sport. I mean,
Oh,
people
yeah.
don't realize it is absolutely physical, and you don't think, a game maybe so much without using your hands is that physical, but it is. You get so many
It can
the
get-
headers. I can't believe the
Yeah.
amount of headers that you kids do.
It can get pretty chippy out there, especially
Oh,
PV Springford rivalry. This game's always good.
yeah, it is. It is, and it's nice. It's nice to have that rivalry.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a couple miles down the road type thing. That
Absolutely.
Duke, North Carolina thing, and
Yeah.
like I said, these people, all these girls have grown up with each other and they know each. Talking to Coach Mo, he coaches locally. He knows a lot of these girls. They have, the girls from Perk Valley were talking to him before the game and things like that. So
Mhm.
it's the competitive juice has got to be rolling tonight.
Oh, yeah. They're friends off the field, but right now, it's game time. Springford looking for the offside call. Is a nice ball played down to the end line.
Nice
PV trying
defense.
to play it in. Springford able to step to it quickly. And now the Rams will come back out as PV's possessing and they're attacking third.
Now look at their placement there, Nick, for Springford. I mean, they got one girl back just sitting there. Is that normal as far as the on the offense type thing or the defense where you have one girl back? I mean, how do you describe that? You had basically almost like a defensive mode. Everybody was on that defensive end except her, hoping to get it out for a fast break. Is that what they're looking for?
Yeah, so in soccer, it's a team sport, obviously. You have the attackers, the midfielders, and the defenders. And most teams play a 4-3-3, so you have 4 defenders, well, a goalie, 4 defenders, 3 people in the midfield, and 3 attackers. However, when it's time to transition to defense, those middies drop back, and those outside forwards drop back and help with the defense. So it's basically a 9-1 or a 10-1. So that's just called packing the box, a.k.a. parking the bus for those FIFA players out there.
Yeah,
And
that's good.
it's a defensive tactic, but
Yeah.
it's risky. You're letting the other team have time and space to do whatever they wish with the ball. But it's also could benefit and pay off by a quick counterattack. And that's
see
what the
some of
Rams
that
are looking to do.
physicalness right there and there,
Yeah.
Nick.
That ball just rolling out of bounds, and now it'll be a Rams throw.
So Rams were controlling it a little bit there, Nick, in the first couple minutes. And it looked like Perk Valley. We just saw a corner kick, which can be scary for any defense.
Oh yeah.
But fortunately for Springford, they did not get the goals. They kick it back to the goalie, which is it's amazing with these goalies just how involved they are.
Oh
Nick.
yeah.
It's unbelievable now. They're like an extra passer out there the way they get it in. It's unbelievable. They kick it half the field.
Yeah. That'll be PV ball as it's kicked out of bounds by Springford.
And some of the skills, and we're about to see one now, Nick. It's just so the throw-ins are. It's unbelievable. Like for the boys there, you have. I'm trying to think of his name, but he's a junior, and
Andrew Merchant.
Merchant, just
Yeah.
I mean he
can
throws
whip that
it.
ball.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's like it is unbelievable the way he gets it. He could almost throw it across the field in the midfield, and what a bonus that is when these athletes can do. Oh, nice left foot.
McVeigh had a very nice fast break, and now Muley playing a ball into the box. Hill coming out to get it. That's heads up keeping there.
Yeah, it is.
And now the Rams will be back on defense. We'll see what PV has to offer in the offensive third. Both teams using the midfield.
Nice timing
as they
there,
switch the ball from side to side.
Beautiful timing.
Now Vagnosi out on the far side. Slows things up, cuts it back, has the ball stolen. It'll maintain Springford possession as PV hits it out of bounds.
And what I noticed about Springford and all across the board is the passing.
Oh, yeah.
It's just unbelievable how it's almost ingrained now in the young soccer and anything right now, but you see how well, nice shot. They know instinctively where they want to go before the ball even gets to them, and they're getting rid of it quickly. You don't see a lot of the dribbling and this and that. It's constant passing, making the defense on their heels.
Oh, absolutely, and that's just one way to spread the defense out. So if you have a team that likes to play defensively, passing around them, letting them come to you, will spread them out, allowing there to open up holes in the midfield for the offensive players to run through, trying getting behind the defense so you can put a shot on goal. And that's what teams like to do, especially Springford Soccer, as being possession-based programs.
And that possession-based program, I think, from what I've observed, Nick, is it's so vital in the second half because the other teams just seem so tired.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's when that conditioning comes in, and those little passes that they make, as you can see here, I notice very aggressive. It pays off in the second half.
I would agree, Bill. And like you said, that possession-based style allows you to catch your breath occasionally during the first half. And then teams who play traditional high school soccer, which is kick and run, kickball, they're just gassed by the time they get to the second half.
Yeah, they are.
20 minutes left in the game, and they're just done. Nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, it's like you said. I feel for these girls. Those on defense who would have to chase this ball all the time. I mean, it's unbelievable how much running, or I don't even say running. It's sprinting. It's constant sprinting back and forth. It's unbelievable the amount of energy they have to, put out.
Absolutely.
Oh,
soccer is a very physical sport in the sense that you have to be able to hold your own on the ball, be strong on the ball, and be physically conditioned.
And what about, is it, you see, I guess they don't call too much as long as you don't extend the arms, almost like in basketball. You can kind of push and get away with it if you're close. It really, it's unbelievable. Sometimes you're like, as a spectator up here, we're looking, it's like right there, you just see very, very handsy on the body. Can't touch the ball. But they allow you, like you can see right there, with a great camera shot right there, that it's almost like blocked the view, and you can get almost those little cheap shots in and get really physical without those referees because you're in such close proximity.
Yeah, so one thing that high school soccer is very chippy. It's just high school kids. They're all juiced up before the game, and they're just ready to go. And I will say, you never know what you're going to get with the PIAA refs, but if they let things go, then yeah, you can get away with a little bit of pushing and shoving. You'll get away with shoulder to shoulder almost all day long. As long as that arm doesn't extend, you're usually in the clear.
Nice hustle.
Katie Seitz unable to get there in time. Ball already out before she kicks it down the sideline.
So Springford's had 3 shots on goals here, Nick, in the early going. Nothing effective, and the goalies come out twice. So the most part, with a little over 28 minutes left to score 0-0. Springford's controlled the ball and kept it down their end pretty much most of the time. So, again, I always look at it as it's a matter of time, just wearing down. They're looking for that one little pass to get through, or that one little mistake from Perk Valley where the defender makes a little break on the ball, and Springford gets ahead or boxes somebody out, and then they get that ball ahead, and you got a little bit of a fast break. So.
Excellent defense there by Springford as Ella Curry steps to the ball, forces PV out of bounds, and now Springford has the ability to retake possession. As that ball cleared away and out of bounds, and now PV will get a chance. So yeah, soccer is it's very much like a chess match. You have to, if you're playing possession style, you just have to sit back and wait. You can advance the ball forward. You just have to wait till the correct time and that hole opens up. When you see it, attack it.
It's exactly what Coach Mo called it. He said it's basically like a chess match. It's exactly what he said. He said, hey, listen, these girls, I just want them to know, hey, listen, when they got the ball, react. See what they're giving you. If they're, giving you 10 feet or,
take it.
And you're going down the right-hand side and you notice the girls on your team are going to the other side, what do? I want to see, you got to get it in your mind. I can get past this girl.
Yeah.
It's get past this girl or make a pass. But, he wants that decision on the fly. Like you said, he's like, eventually, you want later in the game to make the right choice.
Yeah, and that's Coach Mo trusting his technical ability in his players. Obviously, he knows where these girls have come from. He knows that they're good enough on the ball where he trusts them to control that ball and make their own decisions.
Yeah, he said before the game, no, he said, listen, I don't know everything. Nobody does. And, he's like, I'm learning each and every day. And he showed me his book where he's taking his notes. Oh, nice pass.
Great ball there.
Yeah, he said he showed me his notes, taking his, he said, I think of things and I see mistakes and I just go right over to the book no matter what I'm doing. And I write it down.
McVeigh sends the ball in. Thomas is there but can't connect. Now Springford able to possess here in the attacking third. That ball by Katie Seitz played too lightly and hit out of bounds. It'll still be Springford ball. And this is the fun thing about Springford soccer. So they're technical on the ball. So they have the ability to possess and then attack you when you make a mistake on defense. So that's what Springford's going to try and do here. They're going to try and possess the ball in their offensive half. And when PV makes a mistake, they're going to then exploit that mistake and go for a goal. Or go to goal, I should say.
Yeah, it almost looks like, and again, talking to Coach Mo before the game, he said, he described the field as the rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
And just like you saw right there, Nick, as you mentioned, as they got it down that end, a little further, they shrunk that rectangle that much more. They made that enclosed box kind of forcing you, that pressure of, hey, listen, we want to keep it, we're going to get it in there. We're forcing it in there and shrinking the field a little bit to their advantage.
Now the Rams pressing.
You can hear the communicating there, Nick. Yeah. You hear the girls talking out there. A little bit miscommunication, but getting on each other where they're supposed to be.
It's very cliche, but communication is key in the game of soccer. If you don't understand what your teammates want to do with the ball, all the work and possession that you just kept is completely lost, and you're put on your heels, and that's not a position that you want to be in. It's a great turn there by Hope Flanagan. She's a junior. Trying to slot McVeigh through on the near side.
Perk Valley seems to have that almost, again, that extra. You see that almost like a wall, 4 going across there, Nick, almost like a zone, not allowing Springford to get that little extra pass, that little fast break that they so want to desire over the top. So I think Springford just needs that one little kick where it's just a little bit extra, just over the top, just enough, so where the goalie can't come out and get it, but they can.
Hope Flanagan finding her defensive teammate. She buys time and space for the Rams. Not everything is about going forward in soccer. Sometimes it's good to pull the ball back, reset it.
As we saw right there. And, how important is it, like you talk about, resetting these goalies and the mid defender, center defender there. They're basically, they're controlling, they're seeing that whole field on, from one end.
And it's very important for the goalie to talk. Like you said, they see the whole field. So if they see the whole field, they communicate to their team what they need to do better or what they're doing well.
It's such a big field. How do you hear anybody, though? Can you hear?
I will say the kids who talk, those leaders on the team, those captains, they don't have much of a voice at the end of the games.
I love talking.
Oh, man, me too. I could talk forever.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I actually went to Talkers Anonymous meetings, my first one. I left because I could never get a word in.
McVeigh passing that ball away. And
Miss Scavenge loved that.
Yeah.
Next to us. He loved it. I don't care what he says. So we got 22, a little over 22 and a half here, Nick, in the first half.
There's
Springford
that
looking
ball
to strike.
The Rams wanted. Higgins on the end of it from Curry. That ball just wide. Great opportunity for the Rams,
Wow.
unable to put it away.
Now, do you think, Nick, that was a shot, or do you think that was more she was just trying to get it over towards the other side, like, again, over to her teammate type thing? Do you think that was because I think she saw the goalie coming out, and maybe she wanted to get a little bit over her head and hoping that somebody on the other side would come in and kick it, or do you think that was a shot?
Oh, Curry was definitely crossing that ball to her teammate Emily Higgins, who was making
Gotcha.
that run as she slipped behind the defense. Yeah, that was not a shot. That's a little audacious there for a shot.
Yeah, it's really
Little far
headsy, though,
out.
to see
Yeah.
that the goal, do that little shot where the goalie can't get it, lofted over.
Yeah, a little chip of the keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get that little backspin. Just didn't have enough backspin on it.
not that one.
Oh,
That-
nice pass.
Great flick on there by Molly Thomas as she's trying to find McVeigh, and McVeigh is a crucial part of this offense. She's a speedster, so she's able to get down that sideline fast.
Like I said, it's amazing how effective the headers are now.
Oh, yeah.
It really is like a third leg.
Katie Seitz with the ball in the corner. Plays it in
Nice
to
pass.
Thomas, who sends one in on the far side, a little far. And it'll roll out for a goal kick.
That's what I talked about. It's almost methodical. It's almost like that build up. You could just see, the passes in the beginning. Eventually that pass is going to get. She's going to learn from that. It's going to be a little softer next time, and she's going to get it to that teammate. And it was almost like you guys on senior night. It was 0-0 for the first, and then all of a sudden,
we opened up.
Just unbelievable. Like the ball just started. They weren't getting their legs on everything, and it's just it just completely. Oh, there's something.
Katie Seitz getting taken out in the midfield.
Ugh.
Rams ball, and this is one thing the Rams like to play quickly. However, they'll let the defense set up here as they let their attackers get inside that box as a chance for a goal scoring opportunity.
As the kicker, what do you want to do here? What's
So
the key?
Caitlin Norwood is going to try and float this ball into the box high enough so their teammates could flick it on, and misdirected not to the goal, but it was a good idea.
Really good. Nice header. Nice little angle. Perfect little pass.
But back to what you were saying about being clinical, that's very important in the game of soccer. If you can play a clinical game of soccer and just be very clinical in the things that you do and just like almost like it's repetition, like you could do it with your eyes closed. That's how you know it's a good system that you have going. If you can have a clinical build up out of the back and a clinical way of playing soccer, it just looks so much prettier for everyone involved. It's easier for you and your players. It's just a good way to play soccer.
Not as pretty as you, Nick.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
You got it.
Homecoming is this weekend, and
That's
I am planning on
Oh.
dressing up.
Here we go.
McVeigh getting on that one, unable to put a dent in it as she just rolls it right to Hill.
I don't think she realized how much time she
Yeah.
had there. Nick McVeigh had a couple. Could have, probably loaded up there a little bit more, but still another shot on goal. So Springford wants to keep it down, that aggressive, keep the gas on the pedal here. Nice pass. Oh,
Flanagan
wow.
getting fouled after the play. Rams will have the ball, so advantage is played.
No stoppage there. I guess the refs let that go on the side.
Yep. Now the Rams with the ball, looking for McVeigh. She's on the near side. Looking to cut inside. Finds Flanagan.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
pass.
shot
That
into
hurts.
the PV defender's face.
Yeah. She didn't mean to stop it, but it was a good stop.
Yeah. Muley getting a leg on
Oh,
that
here
one.
we
Now
go.
Curry plays it back out as Muley sends a long ball in, and Hill will easily be there.
Yeah. So again, it's just a matter of it's almost like a boxing match, feeling each other out a little bit
Yeah.
here.
You just got to unlock the defense. Once you unlock the other team's defense, you're in. And like you said with the boys soccer team, we're a second half team. We know that. But in the first half, if we don't score a goal, we go out fired up in the second half, and we just, what have we done wrong? Why can't we get this ball into the back of the net? And once they unlock it, the floodgates open, and the
Yep.
goals just keep coming.
Yeah,
we
it does.
either lose a close game 1-0, or we blow out a team 5-1, 6-1. That's just how our scoring works. Once you get the first one, it's just add 'em on there.
I never lost in my life.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It's all right.
Curry with pressure, able to deal with it.
Here we go. Nice pass.
finding the outlet of Emily Higgins on the far side. Now McVeigh into the near side, and that one is broken up by the defense. Curry there to pick it up, and now McVeigh in the corner. Keeps it in.
Nice hustle.
Let's see what Curry can do. She's been the centerpiece of this Rams
Oh.
offense. Flanagan, another asset. She takes a shot on goal. Hill just picks it up as it's rolling into her box.
Again, do you think, sometimes, again, it's so hard, I don't want to say, but senior night, you want to get that you want to kind of be that, that get that first goal, get that off your back right away, kind of get that air out of the tire, like type thing, take that breath, where you could just relieve. And, do you feel like, sometimes that pressure gets to them a little bit, they play a little bit more intense, or, more tense, I should say?
Yeah. So senior night, especially for soccer in the pack, it's like the team coming. So PV, for example, coming into Springford senior night, they have this vibe that they're just gonna mess up Springford senior night. That they're gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out and put up a bunch of goals on them, run up the score. And Springford has this feeling that, look, it's our senior night. We need to go out with a bang. So let's go run up the score on PV. So both of these teams are just attacking each other and going for the goals. And now Thomas, she gets the end line, plays the ball back across, no one there.
Nice thought, though. Yeah, real nice thought. Yeah, I'm sure, like you said, you want to be the spoiler, and then for the seniors, Springford, you want to be that hero. You want to get that go-ahead goal,
Absolutely.
Type thing. Like I said, last week with you guys and it was great to see a lot of the seniors. The seniors are putting up the goals last week, with some of your boys, and I know that was real exciting for the kids, with Trainer and Brandon Duke and
Trainer's a stud.
Brandon Hang had a couple of goals, and my Marcel Francis had a couple goals.
Marcel.
So yeah, it was great to see. And again, it has to be great for the seniors on senior night to to get the goals. What a memory that's got to be. Oh, nice play.
Flanagan is shot from, Vagnozzi is shot from deep.
Wow, she really got a nice.
Yeah, she got a nice
kick
piece of that
right
one.
there. Yeah. So when we talk about how important is it that we see some substitutes coming in that you don't miss a step. These girls come in and you don't miss a step. It's like
the level of play can't drop.
Mm-hmm.
Coach
and as you said, each kid has those coming in might have a different skill or a different skill set than those. How important is it that the other players have to adjust to that? To the players coming in.
So if you have a player, for example, who's left-footed and you know that they like to take someone one-on-one, why not give them an ISO? Shift the ball to the far side of the field and then play a big ball over the top to that player and get them one-on-one, see if they can get a shot in on goal. It's just about mismatches in any sport, I believe.
Yeah.
But if you can get the good mismatch, or the right mismatch, I should say, then you're giving yourself the better half of the stick. You're giving yourself the better end there of the deal and a chance to get your team up.
And it's got to be so important for the, when you talk about districts and getting that preparation and getting that experience for the girls, the substitutes, like I said, you never know who's going to give you that lift and that little boost each and every game. Sometimes
you have those players that go unsung in the postseason. They ride the bench maybe, and then there's an injury, and then they step up big time. Like, you don't know.
Oh. Riley
Wallace kicking that one all the way out to the 50 as she was pressured from PV.
So we still have no score here, Nick, with 13:40 left to go in the first half.
Muley all up in the back. She's lucky that one didn't get called against her.
It's a Springford bench.
Like I said, you never know with those PIAA refs.
Yeah.
Norwood plays the ball across.
All right, let's see if we can get it moving here, Nick. Up, miscommunication there for the Rams.
Stutter step there. Shot. Blocked.
Ooh.
Handball there. The refs are going to let that one play. Maybe they didn't see it. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Hope
Nice
Flanagan
head.
now on the near side.
Nice header right there. Wow.
She's looking. Doesn't know what to do. Decides to go back to her goalie, Riley Wallace. That's always a good thing to reset, play a negative ball.
Yeah, you said that. It's real important sometimes just to, take that breather, set up again, get in position. That's Springford again. Want to keep it on their end. Oh, nice little defensive play. And there's that physical chippiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she was saying hello. And
There's
look
a
at that
struggle
fight.
for
Oh
the ball.
my gosh.
Man, that's a dog fight. Whoa,
Ooh,
hard
man.
foul.
Oh my
Sharkey coming
gosh.
in after the play. She's going to
Yep.
get a card here. The clock is stopped at
Oh, yeah.
12:20. So PIAA rules, yellow card. You're out for 5 minutes. So Sharkey will have to sit on the bench.
And in soccer, you know, and sometimes we talk about sports where sometimes that kind of gets you going. Is that the fact sometimes in soccer when you get that yellow card? Is it kind of get your teammates like let's we gotta step it up here? You know, like let's get going. Does that kind of fuel in soccer like the other sports sometimes?
Yeah. It's like it's almost an act of frustration, you know.
Mhm.
Like you're frustrated. Your team's not. You can't score on PV, for example. So if they look like they're going to score on you, why not set up a little tactical foul? And this is a rivalry, you know. PV, brown and orange. Take them out, and so she'll have 5 minutes on the bench. But yeah, it definitely fuels your team. You know, obviously the coaches don't want to see a nice chance for a goal here given up, as they're so close to the Rams' goal there. But it's just. We'll take another look here at this foul here. Tactical foul from Grace Sharkey. Maybe a little bit of pent-up aggression.
Yeah, here we go. So on the other side, go ahead, Nick, take us through it.
She's frustrated, going for the ball. She did make an effort to go to the ball.
That was a flop, Nick. Come on, that's
I wish
a flop.
I could say that, but
I
she
know, I'm
got
just
the
kidding
ball,
you.
but then following got the player's legs, and that's sadly not
Yeah,
allowed.
It's a dangerous play.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you don't want to
Something-
hurt anyone.
No. That's what we
Bagnosy
saw.
on the
These
near
girls,
side.
like I said, know each other, and you
Yeah.
kind of saw that camaraderie before
Yeah.
the game, and they kind of, you know. But like as you said, it really hasn't been a lot of smiles out there since the ball's been dropped.
Not at all. Flanagan playing a big ball to the other
Nice
side. Allie
kick.
McVeigh steps over the ball. Oh, nice move. Gives her the razzle-dazzle. Plays the ball in. It'll roll out. Not out for a corner. PV able to save it. It'll be a throw-in down by the corner flag.
So she got just enough of that body there, just to block that there, Nick. So she it was a real nice lead pass. I think she missed that lead pass just a bit. Like you said, she kind of stepped over it. I'm sure she'd like to have that back and kick it right
Yeah.
away in the center there.
It is a corner. Curry takes it. Beautiful ball in. Springford able to get on the end of it, but not towards the direction of the goal.
I mean, talk about Nick. When you see those corners, all right, you're in there.
Yeah.
How crazy is it? I mean, it just looks like it's a bunch of heads banging. It just looks like a mosh pit in the front of the net. It's got to be, you know, do you think to yourself, I mean, I hate to say it as a great sportsmanship person I am, and, you know, a big fan of playing by the rules, but it's like you can almost get your shots in there with all those people in the center
Oh,
there
yeah,
at any time.
absolutely.
It looks chaos in there. Is that
Yeah.
the way it is in the center like that when they get
Yeah.
a corner?
Yeah, it is. Especially as the game goes on, it gets more chaotic. You know that each person wanting to, if you're on the offense, put the ball in the back of the net. If you're on defense, get that ball out of there. So tensions run high, especially in this matchup between the Rams and the Vikings. But yeah, if it's a scoreless game like it is now, you know you want to break the ice, and there's for sure people trying to get their shots in.
Yeah,
as sad as that is, or as
It's like
bad
the
as that
last
may
chicken
sound.
leg at the table,
Seriously,
man.
right?
I'm going for that, man. It's like unbelievable. You just see, you know, 10 girls or about 8 girls just vying for position. It really
Yeah.
is physical to watch. I mean, you just see all the heads. You know, it's scary. You think about, you know, concussions and things like
Yeah.
that. And wow, I mean, they're really throwing their body in the middle there. Look at that physicality right there. There's a card. Got a little too physical. Is that a warning there, Nick? Oh.
That will be a yellow card. It looks like
Yep.
she maybe gave a elbow to the head. I don't know if it was accidental or not, but
Yeah, got a little too close, a
Yeah.
little too physical there.
it'll be a Rams free kick on the 50.
Have you ever played soccer and just got so tired you just got a penalty? Where you're like, man, I need a break.
Yeah, not
You
necessarily.
You never did that?
No,
All right, you don't wanna
what
admit
you
it.
do is what
You don't wanna admit it,
What
Nick,
you
that's
do
all right.
is if you're a defender and let's say there's a corner kick, for example, right? Or this ball's played in, and PV gets it out, and it's a 1v1 situation, and the PV player has a better advantage than I do on the ball. I might grab their shirt a little bit, maybe throw them to the ground. Tactical foul. Hopefully I don't get a yellow card for it. Don't want to punish my team. But in the same sense, you're saving your team, you know, letting everyone catch their breath. The counterattack is wasted therefore, because you fouled.
Oh,
It'll be Rams kick there as PV was all over the Springford midfielders.
showed a little restraint there. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully she shows that at UMass. she looked like she wanted to swing those bows a little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, I
Nah.
guess. Nah.
Curry's just got a lot of passion for the game.
That's good.
She plays the ball in, far side, down to the corner.
I got a passion for singing.
Let's hear it.
Not right now, but I was singing Aladdin all day.
Yeah?
Nah, yeah,
Stuck
I
in your
was.
head?
It was stuck in my head. I was
Yeah.
listening to it yesterday. Let me show you the world. So I did that in math class today.
Yeah,
That's all right.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a break from math, you know?
You do.
It's just a
You
lot
do.
of numbers.
Exactly.
Why not
Exactly.
just let the words flow?
That's right. That's right. So what do you think? I mean, at this point, Nick, you're Mo and Coach Mo and Springford's offense here with 8 minutes, no score, senior night. You kind of changing your style, being a little bit more aggressive and trying, putting a little bit more pressure and trying to get that offensive goal, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I played for Coach Min for a couple years of my
Mhm.
club soccer career. I no longer play club, but Min's definitely going to want to put the pressure on PV as it's getting later and later into the game. We have 7 minutes and 32 seconds left in the opening half, and it's still scoreless here. So Rams obviously want to get that first goal, break that ice, get the pressure off a little bit, and maybe the floodgates will open and the goals will keep coming. But right now, it's been pretty much a dogfight.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, PV's done a really nice job here, kind of containing them and keeping that, keeping Springford away from, their athletes getting out in a little bit of a head and getting those little breakaways. So they have, got to give them credit coming into this environment, senior night, and kind of, maybe trying to frustrate Springford a little bit. Like you said, maybe force them to make that little bit of a mistake, trying to push and do something maybe that's out of their realm or out of their style.
Yeah. The Rams now moving the ball up the field. It's Thomas back in the game for the Rams, unable to get a touch. The Rams turn the ball over in the midfield. Now the Vikings will set up camp in the offensive half. Both teams just unable to get that final pass through. Rams with a couple shots on goal. Vikings haven't had much. And now McVeigh showing her speed.
Here we go.
And Higgins on the far side.
See if she sees her.
Appears not to. Cuts that ball back. And it's stopped by the PV defense.
Yeah, and that's where that communication. It's got to be hard. Maybe you don't want to give away.
Yeah.
She didn't want to give away her position over there on the left-hand side there, but you thought McVeigh maybe was going to try to loft that a little bit into the air across the way. I mean, is this one of those when you guys have free time and these athletes, any soccer player, what do you work on? Like mostly just your skills, your dribbling.
Yeah, so in practice, it depends on who you're playing because each team plays different style for the most part. But let's say for Springford and PV traditionally sits back, letting Springford attack them. So you're going to do 6v8 drills where the offense is going to get a chance to work with the midfield and go to goal. You want to synthesize that practice to be like the game. So if PV's going to give you time and space, then tell your defense, like we're going to do some attacking drills, maybe going to goal to try and if you see it in practice, maybe it'll open up and you'll see it in the game. So it depends on who you're playing, but yeah, for sure, those coaches.
Well, what about individually? I'm just saying if you're on your own.
Oh yeah.
Around your house, you're just working
Yeah.
on. Mainly, is that what you do? You're dribbling and
getting any touches on the ball you can, really.
Yeah.
A lot of players will juggle in their free time. Molly Thomas out there, number 6. She's an amazing
nice
juggler.
pass.
And McVeigh,
Nice pass.
little bit of a hard touch, unable to maintain it as Hill
Wow.
meets her at the top of the box. But Molly Thomas, as I was saying out there, number 6 for the Rams. I believe 6. Just making sure I got my stats right. Yep, number 6 for the Rams. She is a fantastic juggler. She's able to get thousands of juggles in a row, which is just absolutely crazy. I can do maybe 50.
I can't do any.
Yeah.
My dad loves soccer. It was his favorite sport. None of us played it.
Curry with a great ball over the top. Higgins just not there. Now the ball played back to Hill, who clears it out.
Here we go. So Springford controlling it here, Nick. So looking to try to get something going here with a little over 4 minutes left. There we go.
Curry, nice ball across the face of the goal. McVeigh makes contact with it, unable to get there, and now Seitz will play one in. Deflection. No one crashing the net, and that's one thing that the coaches stress. You have to crash the net. Convert those opportunities because there's limited.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it in anything, you know, especially in these type of games where, you have a goalie, the follow-ups, it's got to be so key. I mean, that's where a lot of, you know, I'm not saying most, but a lot of your goals are going to come from. In any sport, you talk about field hockey, you talk about lacrosse, it's that, you know, when the goalie stops it, you know, because they're not always going to stop it perfect, but when it comes off, that rebound, you got to follow that up. You got to be aggressive.
Yeah. Those opportunities are limited. So Sharky's back in the game as we have 3:15 left in the first half. Nice flick on there from Thomas. No one there. And the Vikings will look to get it out, passing that one out of bounds. She's under pressure.
Yeah, so Springford still has plenty of time here with 3 minutes here, Nick. They can capitalize here and get something in and go into the half with at least some breathing room with a goal. So hopefully they can punch it in.
There's still a lot of time left, as you said, in this opening half. Only problem is Vikings have the ball, so the Rams can't score.
That's true.
Norwood playing that one into PV attackers.
PV, I think, for doing a nice job here, Nick, throwing them off a little bit.
Absolutely.
Their defense really has done a nice job here tonight. Oh, nice pass.
Higgins tries to go to the middle, touch too big. That's the main thing. Their touches are just a little out of control for the Rams. Seitz trying to power her way through. Loses the ball. And now the Vikings on the attack.
That's what I said. Like, usually in the second half, you start to kind of make those adjustments and those.
Yeah.
They start to fall for you. They really do. When you're that skilled, as you know these Springford girls are, you think to yourself, it's going to be a matter of time before those passes get through.
It'll be a goal kick for the Rams as we wind down under 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sure Coach would like to go in with a goal, and Coach Mo would love a goal right here with a minute left.
Taking the pressure off a little bit.
What would be your ultimate goal? If you had like it was the final goal in the state championship, what would it be?
If I was out there in the state championship.
What kind of goal?
I'd like it to be in double overtime. Corner kick with 10 seconds left on the clock. Ball's played in from the far side. So let's say McNelly, it's at McNelly. Ball's on the far side of the field, on the PV side of the goal, or PV side of the field, excuse me. Someone plays a corner kick into me very high and out to the near side of the box by the number 10. And I would just like to go up and do a bicycle kick, upper 90, far side, where the corner kick came from.
You thought about this,
winning
Nick.
the state championship.
You have thought about this.
I dreamt about this.
It's going to happen. This is going to happen. And RCTV is going to be covering it.
I wish we could cover the state games.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Under 30 seconds left. Curry with a flick on.
Andrew heard that down there in the truck. He might make it happen.
He could make it happen.
He can make it happen.
Sharky now with one final attack for the Rams, finding Napier, who lays it off to Seitz.
19 seconds here, Nick. 19 seconds. Oh, nice.
Takes a shot from distance, and it'll roll wide. Hill taking her time.
Thought she was looking to get that pass in there. We wind down.
And that'll do it for our first half of action here at McNelly Stadium. We're scoreless after the first half. We'll have more action for you when we open up with the second half. Welcome back to Girls Pack Soccer as we're here at McNelly Stadium on a beautiful fall night. Little chilly, but nice.
It is a nice night, and it has been too nice, though, as far as the Rams and senior night here, Nick. Not scoring the first goal, but like I said, they seem to be knocking on that door anytime. They really did possess. They got a lot of shots on goal that first half. A couple of missed opportunities there, but hopefully they make those adjustments in the second half, Nick, and get that first goal and get that lead here.
The Rams, as we stated earlier, 13-4, so I would assume that they're pretty good at making second half adjustments here. If they've been able to come away with 13 wins in the season.
Yep, they might be pressing a little bit here, Nick.
Yeah.
We talked about before the game. Coming in with 2 losses in a row against O.J. Roberts and Boyertown. It's got to be a little bit in the back of their head type thing. So maybe pressing a little bit. So hopefully they just take a breath here and just play their game, and that'll lead to goals.
Yeah. Springford in a 4-3-3. PV in a 4-1-5. They have 5 attackers.
Yeah. Just miscommunication there, Nick.
Yeah.
Nobody really called the ball. And, my theory is always that's my ball, no matter where it is. That's the way I was raised. My father used to say, you got to think to yourself, you're the only person that knows what to do with that ball, so just go get it.
Rams with a nice defensive clearance
Nice
there. Now
play.
Curry with the ball at her feet, and this is who the Rams want to have the ball. She
Oh,
plays
nice
a
pass.
nice
Here we go,
ball
Nick.
over top. Hope Flanagan is onside. Slows things up. It'll 3v1. Gets a touch on the inside. Oh, fouled inside the box. It'll be a penalty kick.
Wow.
That's just a blatant foul from the Vikings, and this is going to be crucial here if the Rams can finish this one.
Not really smart play defensively,
No,
Nick. You had
no.
3 defenders right back there.
Yeah,
so she
3v1.
pulled
Why
it
would you
back. Yeah,
foul?
correct. Yeah, why would you foul?
Man.
Plus the goalie who's really, she seems to be on the ball here.
Yeah.
You really
Hill's
put your
been
goalie at a
fantastic.
disadvantage on these penalty shots, Nick.
Curry is a clinical finisher here with PKs. She puts anything away inside that box.
It's a guessing game for the goalie.
Oh,
at this point.
absolutely.
It really is.
Curry buries it.
Wow.
Hill guessed right.
She did, just not enough. And like I said, that they're so close. People don't
Man.
realize how close it is. So Springford strikes first here with a 1-0 lead with 39 minutes in the first minute here, Nick. That's exactly like we said. That's the way Springford wanted to come out.
Absolutely.
Can't ask for a better way to start the second half. So let's see if they can even capitalize that and use that goal, Nick, and get their second one right away here.
And that started with Rams defensively as a team getting that ball out, and then Curry playing a beautiful ball over the top to Hope Flanagan.
So senior night, a senior scoring, pretty good. Curry,
Yeah,
congratulations, getting that. I'm sure parents are going to love that. So we
As
can
we-
take a look at the
yeah.
replay here. Nick, go ahead and take us through that.
So Curry just clinical finishes. She puts it about as far right as you can go. You'll see here. Hill guesses right as she takes a stutter step to her left, our right. And obviously that's frustrating for Hill. She's there, but Curry just has the power to put that one away.
And I don't know if some of the fans out there saw it, but Springford, our RCTV camera there, did a fantastic job getting that replay. But Hill also seemed to pull out some breakdancing moves. She almost did the worm. Saw the worm there
Yeah.
after that. She was frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't think she realized she did the worm.
Thomas keeps that ball
nice
in.
pass.
And now Flanagan in. We take another look here. We'll check out what led up to that penalty as Flanagan was fouled in the box. So it's a 3v1 here. Another defender's on the left as she comes in. Just lazy defense as the defenders are not moving their feet. She comes in, not even going for the ball, just takes out Hope's legs.
Really is, like you said, just sort of like a lazy defensive play, a lapse there by the defender, because she just basically need her when she had the help on the other side. All she had to do was force her towards the other side here on the goal. Just use the sidelines as a defender. That's all she had to do.
Just keep him out of the middle.
Yep. Springford will take it though.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a penalty kick for a reason. There's a reason it's that close.
Yeah, really. Oh my gosh, it's just there's no shot. It's funny. I did, one of the game time episodes, and I got in that goal and had the kids take a penalty shot against me. It was a nightmare.
It's tough, isn't it?
I blocked everyone actually.
Of course. Well, how old are they? How old are these kids? Is the
They
real
were,
question.
I went nothing. They had to be 18 or older.
Oh, okay.
I don't mess around. I wanted the best.
I smell some deception, Bill.
It was the high school kids. I didn't block any. I was just kidding.
It's very hard to cover.
In my dream, like your dream earlier
Yeah,
about your
right?
game-winning goal,
Right?
I stopped
Game-winning
everyone.
penalty
I
save.
stopped everyone.
There's some crazy statistic out there about high school sports that, especially in the sport of soccer, about 80% of the goals are scored off of defensive mistakes, as we just witnessed here at McNally Stadium.
You can see why. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
like you said, that's the reason those penalties and those things are. It's just so vital not to get those, especially down that end like that. Just putting your goalies back against the wall there, giving them no chance. Oh, ran into each other. So spring forward up 1-0 here. 35-20 here to go, or excuse me, 35-50. Perk Valley, Nick trying to keep it down their end. As the defense or spring forward says, nah, I don't want that.
And now McVeigh finding Flanagan there up top.
Oh,
She battles that one through. That's just good ball control
Oh
there,
my
being
gosh.
strong on the ball. Flanagan a little strong, and she's looking for Katie Seitz there. And now Sharkey
never did
resets
that to my
Curry.
sister, Nick. I never treated my sister like that. My mom would have killed me.
Excuse me, that wasn't Curry, that was Flanagan again. But yeah.
But you talked about that. You kind of get, you're going to get away with what you can out there.
Oh,
you really are.
absolutely.
The refs.
Absolutely.
You don't call that. You're going to go. You're just going to push the limits.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys know. I mean, you guys get the circuit of the referees, just like in any other sport.
Yeah.
The different referees have different rules, sort of different styles, and as players, you adjust to that.
Absolutely. Napier passing that one out of bounds. PV deep in Springford territory. There's a handball there, missed call by the refs. And now a ball sent in.
Oh.
Springford, Caitlin Norwood able to clear it away.
Like this crew, you probably would have, if you were playing
Oh.
tonight, would have gave some chicken nuggets, right? They like the chicken nuggets.
I did get him chicken nuggets. I was down there pre-game eating my chicken sandwich, and they go, oh, there's Chick-fil-A here? And I was like, yeah, Chick-fil-A. And they were like, oh, can you get us some? Hard foul there. No whistle.
Oof.
And this is just, maybe the refs were too focused on their chicken nuggets that I got them
Yeah,
instead of the
they
game,
must have,
you know?
yeah. Or too full. Got
Or
cramps.
too full, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta protect the players and call those fouls. And I'm not saying just call for Springford. Obviously, you want to call it equal too. Call it even.
Yeah, it
You
did
just
look
don't
like
want
a
it to get
foul
too
there,
chippy.
Nick. It did.
Yeah.
It looked like it,
Yeah.
clearly
It's
took her
a
down.
high school extracurricular activity. No one needs to go home hurt.
No.
Now Mule with the ball.
Nice spin on that, Nick.
Flanagan is offside, so if she touches that ball, however, PV gets to it first, then it'll be.
Explain that. What is offsides in
So
soccer?
offside is when the offensive player gets behind the last defender, not the goalie, the last defender, before the ball is played from from their teammate. So if Flanagan was behind that last row of 4 defenders before, let's say, Curry plays her the ball, she has an advantage then to go right to goal in 1v1 with the goalie,
Gotcha.
and that's not fair. So
Well,
that's what
life's
that
not
rule
fair,
does.
is it, Nick?
No. Apparently that doesn't apply to soccer.
Nah, you got to try to give the goalie at least some sort
little
of
bit
shot.
of a
I
chance,
totally
right?
agree. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's got to be unbelievably.
Yeah.
The amount of pressure
Seriously.
on a goalkeeper. You just feel so bad. You're giving it up. But like
Yeah.
you said, I mean, you think about 80% is the defense.
Yeah.
That's giving up that goal. But it's the goalies who are getting the brunt.
Yeah. And that
the
doesn't just
blame.
mean the actual defensive players. That could mean someone on an attacking player who's playing defense.
Correct. Yeah, on
Giving
the
up that
defensive
mistake.
end. Yep.
Yeah. Just any defensive error.
Yep. Defense wins, right? Oh,
Yeah. Defense wins or loses championships.
I thought she was going to put a little pressure on the goalie. Came off her foot a little bit. I thought she was going to attack. She didn't realize it came off her foot. Oh, nobody there.
Rams scrambling. McVeigh using her body. She's able to get there. Slow things up for the Rams. Now Sharkey with the ball. Playing one in.
Oh, nice.
Thomas with a nice touch. Taking it goal line.
See the way she looked there, Nick, before she kicked that. She wanted to see if anybody was in the middle there. Cross. So nice, smart move there.
Seitz with the ball for the Rams. Now Curry looking to clean stuff up. Oh, she gets hit hard.
I'll tell you what, that was just a matter of Curry and who wanted that ball more. And,
Yeah.
and Curry wanted that ball more.
Yeah.
She really threw her body in that last second and checked PV's player there. So a nice little heads-up play, nice
Yeah.
hustle. You got to love that.
30 yards out here. I'd be interested to see if Curry decides to shoot. I don't think she will.
Would you shoot?
I would not. If I was Colin Trainer, I would shoot. In our game against OJR on Monday night, Colin Trainer had a 35-yard banger, upper 90. It was
man.
nuts. He chipped the goalie, Bill. He did what you were talking about earlier.
That's unbelievable.
Thomas takes this one as Curry steps over it, puts it through the uprights. Wrong sport, Molly.
Yeah,
Wrong sport.
correct. You guys had 2 that year, senior night.
Yeah.
2 right in the uprights. You should get like a free steak or some Dallas
Seriously,
fries or something
something.
like that. Yeah, it should be something if you put it through.
Even candy would be nice.
Candies, eh?
Yeah.
Like what kind of candy? What do you like?
Oh,
Halloween's coming up.
my
What's your top
favorite's
5
sour-
chocolate candies?
Oh,
Let's
chocolate candies?
I know you kids
Ooh,
like the candy. I don't
love
like the
candies.
candy.
You
What
know,
about chocolates?
I'm lactose intolerant, Bill, so I'm not a
All right.
huge fan
so
of
what
the milk
candies?
chocolate.
Give me your candies then.
All right, so I would go number 1 right now,
On time.
Starburst.
All right.
I'm a huge Starburst fan.
Oh,
Fruit
my
Punch
gosh.
is my favorite flavor. It's so good. Watermelon's also another good one.
All right.
So we got Starburst at number 1. I would say Sour Patch
nice
Kids
pass.
Watermelon, great. We have great build-up play there from the Rams. Curry to Flanagan, who just off the bounce nails that one way
She
high.
wants that back, Nick.
Yeah,
I know she does. That was a
absolutely.
beautiful pass. in the center.
Absolutely. It was a great build-up play from the Rams. And now they're settling in. They're able to find that rhythm. They're up 1-0. The pressure's off a little bit, so they can play around. But yeah, I mean, I can't rank my top 5. I don't really eat that much candy, but Starburst, huge. I would go Starburst, Sour Patch Kids Watermelon, and then Gummy Bears. Allie McVeigh getting a touch for the Rams as she saves that one on the goal line.
Oh. Sound like the
Kicking that
gummy
one.
worms better than the bears.
I'm
I like the bigger
I'm a
gummy
worm
guy. I like the sharks.
I don't
The
like the gummy sharks.
Oh,
No,
they're so good.
I like Sour Patch Kids,
Yeah.
Gummy Bears, and Gummy Worms. Those are good.
Yeah, kids seem to like it. I was interviewing your boys, some of your teammates there, and everybody loved Sour Patch.
Sour
and
Patch Kids
they like the
Watermelon.
candy. They like
So
the
good.
sugar.
So good.
Just buy the gallon Hawaiian Punch. You ever
Yeah.
drink Hawaiian Punch? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Emily Higgins will check in for Allie McVeigh.
doesn't go well with carpet.
Curry
Wow, did you see that?
power
Oh my
thighing that one out
gosh.
for a goal kick.
Karate Kid move right
Seriously. She
Whew.
wanted that one too.
there. Yeah, she did. Aggressive play, but
Curry's a hustler. She's out there hustling every single play.
and I feel like more so in girls sports, that physicality sometimes really it's huge in girls sports because sometimes with that physicality you send a little bit of a message and
Oh yeah.
for certain people don't like that physicality right off the bat. So when you see her flying that body across, sometimes you kind of put that in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Hey, she's coming across. She's not stopping.
Yeah,
Like we
she's-
saw a couple minutes earlier where she went for that ball in the middle, and she just went in head first.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good clearance there from the Vikings. And now Curry back with the ball at her feet. She's that focal point of the Rams offense.
There's a nice little shove.
Oh yeah. Hands all up in the back.
Yeah.
But hey, if the refs aren't calling it, use it to your advantage.
Yeah, I don't think she was trying to balance herself. Oh, nice
Ooh.
kick.
Nice shot there. Is that ball
Oh my
in
gosh.
play still? I
Wow.
don't even know how that ball's still in play. I thought it hit off the upright.
It did. Oh no, it hit the it hit the top
hit
of the
the
post.
crossbar?
Yep,
It hit the
top
crossbar.
of the post
Wow.
of the goal there.
That was a great shot.
Unbelievable shot.
I'd like a chance to see that one again.
That would be nice. I'm sure our RCTV crew got that. They're fantastic. Oh,
Ooh,
there's
push
a.
in the back.
shove.
Higgins going down.
You see a lot of that in homecoming this weekend from you seniors. A lot of pushing and
Oh,
shoving.
yeah,
I'm sure.
mosh pits.
No, there's gonna be a lot of love. I know it.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, it'll be good love. Mosh pits.
That's good.
Mosh pits on the
That's
dance
true.
floor. Always a good thing.
That's true.
Super fun.
It's a great time here at Spring Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up this Saturday. All right, so we'll get a look at that replay, Nick, in a little bit. But
Yeah.
we got some action here.
The Rams unable to convert there on that free kick as the Vikings now possessing in their defensive third. No pressure in the midfield. Curry's there. Let's check out that shot again from the Rams.
Unbelievable. Take us through this, Nick. This is unbelievable.
So you have Ella Curry, of course, Curry. A little bit of a stiff arm there. Looks up, sees the goalie off her line, takes a crazy rip, going right through Hill's hands. She
Wow.
kind of just, I guess the ball moved. There's a thing called a knuckleball in soccer when the ball has zero spin and the air just takes it and it moves. So it's very unpredictable for the goalie, and I'm assuming that's what happened, and Hill was just,
It was high. I
Caught
mean, it
off,
was just
yeah.
actually the right
Yeah.
height. I mean,
Oh,
I
man.
don't want to say perfect height because obviously it would have went in, but
Yeah.
wow. Talk about just the right spot.
Seriously.
No way the goalie could get that all the way from across the other end. Like you said, it had to be, certain no spin, type thing that, kind of threw her off. It just,
Yeah.
I think she thought, hey, this is going. And then all of a sudden, no, it's not going out of bounds. This is coming towards the goal. So neat shot, nice shot there by our CTV crew. And Nick,
Hill clears
who's
that
on
one.
crew here tonight? We got Brandon. I know that's up
We
there.
do, yeah. So we've got Brandon Bartolota and Cheryl Merger on cameras up top for us. They've been doing a fantastic job all night, getting the close-up
fantastic.
action.
It's got to be close to Cheryl's bedtime, isn't it?
I think
She's
it
a
is.
young
you know,
lady.
You know,
It's got
this is
dark.
the latest soccer game I've ever been on.
Yeah.
Or been to, I should
Yeah.
say. It started at 7:45. Normal start time is 7. So we got those two on camera. Andrew Rothermel is our director. Sarah Camilleri is, I believe, also directing. Johnny Zwizlak's in the trailer, as well as Matt Dunn, who's on graphics. Johnny Zwizlak is directing, excuse me. I don't know what Sarah Camilleri is doing.
What's that Andrew Rothermill doing tonight?
So Sarah is not in the trailer. She is usually directing. However, tonight's John's turn. Sarah is in the stands. But thank you for showing out this Springford Senior Night, Sarah. We appreciate it here on RCTV.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We still have a 1-0 lead. Rams clinging on to the lead here with 24:40 here to go.
Vikings with a nice ball over top. Norwood there to stop.
A little bit of a break here. Nice little kick out there.
Flanagan plays to Thomas, and now Curry's wide open in the midfield.
Oh, nice play.
No one stepping to her
Nice
still.
hesitation. That's the classic hesitation.
Yeah.
It's the old take what they give you right
Yeah.
there, Nick. And she saw that nobody was coming up, so she just took it for a couple more yards. She hesitated, noticed, wow, nobody's coming at me. Let me just keep going straight here. And you could see maybe that conditioning and, like you said, that breaking down the first half of, the defense, the breaking down, like
Yeah.
looking at it, assessing it, seeing, like you said, what's the weakness? Where's that hole that we can kind of go after? And the
Higgins
nice
finding
pass.
Flanagan. Beautiful ball in. Hill's there to scoop it up. Hill's been rock solid all
Yeah,
night.
she really has.
Even was right there for Curry's penalty. And like you said, Springford's been dominating this game, especially after the goal. PV getting lucky a little bit on some counterattacks, but they haven't really been able to move the ball too much.
Yeah, got to give credit to Hill there. It was a beautiful play. I mean, it's one of those. It looks easy, but not judging that ball that quickly, especially low, that kind of pressure. Oh, here's a battle. Springford wins that battle there, Nick.
Muley on the far side, trying to find Curry there. Ball a little long. And now the Vikings will counterattack. That's been the story of the night for them.
Oh, nice.
Great play from Sharkey as she gets in front of that one.
And she laughs at that one.
Yeah.
She was
She was like, oh, my bad. I didn't even realize I did
she's
that.
going to have a bruise tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, she laughed about that, though. I don't think she realized it was that solid. Almost kept it in play, which was real nice.
Senior Carlin Glancy chasing down that ball. And now Norwood able to get that one out for the Vikings. It'll remain PV ball.
Glancy's got a little family history, though. Both girls, right, played soccer here at Springford.
That would be correct.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Leland's U10 girls soccer team doing a great job running the lines.
Former coach Leland, right?
Yeah,
Boys
Leland
soccer, yeah.
now boys soccer assistant.
Yep.
You know, he's the reason I'm addicted to Starburst.
All right, you're gonna blame Coach there.
I'm
huh?
blaming Tim. Yeah.
Coach Leland.
I don't.
Ah.
I'm not negatively blaming him. I love Starburst.
Yeah.
There's a tradition that Coach Leland has called the second half Starburst.
Oh,
So maybe that's why we're a second half
Yeah,
team this year. I
maybe.
don't know, but
maybe.
every player gets a Starburst, at least one, before the second half, or right at the start of second half.
A lot
And
of
it's
people
just-
give out Starbursts at Halloween now too. There,
Oh,
Nick,
yeah.
you got to be pretty
They're
happy with
huge.
that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. They're pretty big.
In
Now.
our broadcasting class with Cheryl Merja and the 10 other major twos, we have a candy drawer, and we've kept it pretty stocked. And at one point, I had 3 bags of Starburst in there. I ate them all.
How long do they last? Do you suck on them or you just eat them right
Oh,
away?
I eat them. They
Attaboy.
didn't last too long. Me and my friends were Me and specifically Emma Growy, who sit next to each other, we went to town on those bags. It was kind of a problem.
That's all right. That's all right. You're young. Teeth are replaceable.
Yeah, with today's technology, anything's
Yeah, that's
possible.
right. That's true. That's true.
Muley, stutter step, finding Flanagan.
Oh, nice
Now to
pass.
Sharkey,
Here we go.
who's in on goal. Oh, unable to get a touch.
Oh!
Oh, she's bumped there at the end of the play. Hill pats her on the back, say, my bad. That was just a little heat of the moment thing.
Yeah, I think she's getting a little bit of a chuckle from that there, too. She didn't realize, but
Yeah.
I hate to see Hill's so tall. I don't know how you can miss Hill. It was like, David and Goliath there. She was probably at least 6-7 inches smaller than Hill there. Hill is pretty tall. She's got to be at least 6'6" there.
Oh,
Nick.
yeah.
She's got to be. Gutsy play by her, sitting back
Seriously.
and waiting for it. I'll tell you what.
I would have thought she would have been off her line.
I thought she would too. Because
Curry, nice
came right
stab
up.
there, winning the ball. Now McVeigh running down into the middle, cuts it back into a PV defender.
Oh, nice play.
And now Curry.
Miscommunication there, Nick. Thought she passed it where she was instead of where she was going to be.
Yep. Happens all the time.
Passing's been much better though here in the second half. Like we said, it's obviously making some adjustments. Even though down 1 goal, but they've been basically keeping it down their end the whole time here, Nick. And Hill's been getting a lot of work here in the second half.
Yeah. And she's holding her own against this Rams front.
That's what this was the score. What it was in September when they met was 1-0.
Yep.
I'm sure Springford would like to add on to that one there with 19:25 left here to go in McNally Stadium.
PV retains possession as Emily Higgins heads that one out.
Oh yeah.
Thomas there. Passing it away. And now Curry.
Oh, nice play.
Oh, man, she's a beast.
Nice pass.
Wins every ball that goes near
Unbelievable.
her. That one will roll out for a Springford corner kick.
Not only she wins it, she makes an offensive move right away.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw her just make an offense. She took the ball, and as she was taking the ball, she was spinning. She already had it in her mind what she was going to do with the ball. So, it's one thing to get the ball, but then it's another thing to make the move with it.
Very smart student and athlete, for that matter. Ella getting up on that one. Unable to redirect it towards the face of the goal as it rolls out for
That's
a goal
good.
kick.
Smart and athletic. That's a good thing.
It's a very good combination.
Yep. You don't want to see my report cards, Nick. That wasn't good. I won't show my son. They're under lock and key. I don't want to hear, what's all this lecturing?
Yeah.
I like to have fun.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah, it was real important to me. Till I heard that these people were leaving after senior year, going to this place called college.
Rams on their heels here as PV's pressing.
That's all right.
Now a wide open ball.
Oh,
Wallace comes out, swallows that one up. Good heads up play there. And she lets her team get up. 17:40 left in the game. Rams leading 1-0 as Wallace punts that one into PV's territory.
now on that play, Nick, I mean, I guess the goalie, there is no time that when you come out and you got the ball like that, possession, you don't have to wait, do you? Can you kick it right away? There's no time limit on when you have to kick it, right?
There is a time limit, but the PIAA refs, I don't know if they don't acknowledge it or they don't know the rules. Glancy getting physical there. But you're supposed to only have 6 seconds so that you can, to avoid, if you're up, for example, to avoid that clock runoff. So you're supposed to, once you pick up the ball, have 6 seconds. If you wait any longer, then there will be an indirect kick wherever you have the ball.
But you can kick it right away, because
You
I was
can
thinking to
kick it right
myself,
away.
like, it
Yeah.
would have been, she had, a couple girls ahead
Yeah.
there. I thought she was going to kick it right away and almost, get that extra little pass, that little fast break there, because she had her ahead.
Oh, yeah, you're allowed to kick it as fast as you want.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And now Wallace will kick it away, a goal kick.
Wow. It's a boot.
Flanagan getting a touch on it for the Rams. Trying to save it as it rolls out.
Nice kick there. Yeah, these goalies are athletes. Yours is an athlete. Your goalie looks like a football. Oh,
Hard hit there.
I'd say so. That's a hip check.
Caitlin Norwood and the
Oh,
PV attacker colliding. They both seem to be okay.
wow.
Man, sometimes you just get caught up in the heat of the moment.
I can't believe she bounced up there for
Yeah.
PV, so it's good to see that she just bounced right up.
Seriously. And this is the point in the game where you start to get chippy, as you see there, a little bit of a shove, and the ref doesn't let that one go, as he has been all game.
Yeah, like you said, maybe in the beginning of the game it's okay, but when you're talking a 1-0 lead, somebody's, you're going to get called for that at this
Yeah.
point in the game, the way it's going right now. So 15-38, the Rams holding on to a 1-0 lead here against the Perkiomen Valley Vikings. They're rivals.
Yeah.
Here in homecoming week. It's been a big week for you, so tell
Oh,
everybody
super
out
big
there
week.
it's been a great week. So start with Monday. What was the theme for Monday there, Nick?
Monday we had Team USA Day. Tuesday was, well, I can't say Twin Day anymore. It was Lookalike Day.
Lookalike day.
Wednesday we had no school, which was a nice little break.
Yep.
However, it was an opportunity for teachers to give us a little bit more homework.
Ugh.
Today was Character Rockstar Superhero Day, which is always a fun day to indulge in. You get
Gotcha.
a lot of different things.
Yep.
People trying to be creative. And tomorrow, of course, is the big pep rally, Blue, Gold, and White Day. Juniors in blue, sophomores in gold, and of course seniors in white.
That's awesome.
And at the pep rally, you have the powder puff performances and all the different sports get recognized, and they do some pep rally games. It's a super fun atmosphere. Nothing like
Yeah.
I've ever experienced.
Yeah. That's
It's-
awesome.
It's once in a lifetime thing. Well, 3 times in a lifetime thing. You get it once every 3 years.
We I used to love that too. We used to have the spirit week and different things, and led up to the pep rally at the end, which was massive.
Yeah.
And went to Lansdale Catholic, and one of the there was only one person in the Lansdale Catholic history that was, we used to have Spirit Kings. You had
Yeah.
2 people for each class. There was one person in the history of Lansdale Catholic that won Spirit King 4 years in a row.
Would that be you?
That's correct.
Haha.
By a landslide. It wasn't
We'd
even
love to
close.
see that.
That was awesome.
Oh,
I wish
yeah.
I had that footage. It was awesome. So like I said, we did different characters. My
Yeah.
senior year, I came out as I was getting carried on by the football players in togas, and girls were throwing rose petals at me. I was in a tuxedo.
Oh yeah.
I was Caesar.
PV on the quick counterattack, broken up there by Caitlin Norwood.
But that's neat that the kids get to do that. Even
Yeah.
because I teach 4th grade in the elementary, it kind of disappears. So what was probably the best character, like besides yourself there today? Some of the good characters you saw today. You had to see some good ones.
Oh, I saw some great ones today. In my opinion, I tend to prefer Twin Day over Character Day because
Gotcha.
they're pretty interchangeable.
Yep.
But I saw some Mario Kart characters today. That was really good. Some DIY costumes. Curry playing a ball in there for McVeigh. She tries to redirect it. Hill scoops it up.
Wow.
And the Rams just knocking on the door again.
Nice
And
spin on that, Nick.
yeah, seriously.
That surprised Hill, and Hill
Yeah.
made a really nice play there. Nice
really good
adjustment at the last
adjustment,
second. Yeah.
But like I said, the Twin Day ones that I loved.
So what was the Twins? What were some good Twins?
There
you
were
saw?
some really good Twin Day. Actually, 2 soccer players, Hope Flanagan and Molly Thomas, were Costco employees who were giving out samples of, guess what, Starburst. So, of course, I indulged and helped myself to a couple.
That's good.
Yeah, it was.
That's fun.
It's always fun to see how creative the kids can be. I was a little mad at myself. I was talking to a friend, and I had already had plans for senior week, and she was asking what she should do for Character Day today. And I was like, oh, what if we got a group together to do Cards Against Humanity? And we'll make it school appropriate, but you can imply some things.
Yeah.
So one of the card that she was, and actually Grace Sharkey, her friend out here, were the Cards Against Humanity cards, the black and the white card. The black card was, I'm sorry, Professor, I didn't finish my homework because of, and the white card was poor life choices. So it was implying things maybe,
That's
but it's up for
good.
interpretation.
You shouldn't
And-
have homework during homecoming week.
exactly.
This is
So,
all those teachers out there. RCTV does not recommend giving out homework during homecoming week.
But yeah, I just like to see the creativity of all the students and how united everyone is. Even though it's one big competition, we're all Springford Rams, and at the end of the week, that's what matters at the pep rally.
That's awesome. All right, so hopefully PV's one of the players there. I believe Hannah Nguyen just came off limping. Hopefully she's okay, sophomore. but hopefully she's okay. Springford again, keeping it down here, Nick, and
Yeah.
again, a couple nice shots on goal, really making Hill work.
Hill is
Again, the second
Hill is
half, you see
getting
her
it
breathing
working.
a little bit when we
Yeah.
get those close-ups on her. You can see her breathing a little bit heavier in the second half here, a little bit more action.
Nice throw there.
Nice throw in.
Oh, that one hurt.
Oh,
Flanagan taking a tumble.
nice defensive play there.
That one about to roll out for a corner.
Yep.
PV defender kicks it out for a throw-in down by the corner.
Yeah, I'm going to be half serious, and it's not usual, Nick, but you guys, you got to enjoy it. Time flies, you know.
Oh,
and
yeah.
These things, and like I said, I'm looking at not too far, 30 years for me, high school, and it still feels like yesterday. So hopefully you guys enjoy your week and enjoy your senior year. And I know, you're going to Temple University yourself, right?
Not officially, but it's probably
Hopefully, or
my
that's
top
where you're
choice.
looking. Yeah. Yep.
I'm
Top
applying
choice.
to
That's awesome.
5 or 6 schools, but yeah, Temple's
It's a great time
communication
for
program
you guys
for sports
to be able to do that.
broadcasting.
That's
yeah.
awesome, Nick.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, nice to know if you what you want to do.
Yeah.
A lot different when I was that age. I didn't know. Well, I knew what I wanted to do, but just wanted to make people laugh and smile.
Yeah. Most spirited 4 years in a
And
row. That sums it up.
Yeah, just like that, a little fun. That's all right, but that's good.
Free kick here for the Vikings as they play it into Springford's defensive territory.
Oh,
The Rams' defense has been stifling,
yeah, it really has. Tonight.
able to suck the life out of anything PV's really had to offer.
Really haven't had a good shot,
Not-
PV.
not yet.
one, really, Nick. They
Not
really
yet.
have not. I don't want to jinx Springford here, but
Yeah.
just
Thomas, great
grabbed her
play
arm
there.
Nick.
A little long on the pass.
Oh,
And now
nice
the Rams
pass.
looking to settle things down again. As Seitz checks into midfield and plays a negative ball back.
So is this more just keep away, or are they just setting up here with 9 minutes here?
This
Nick?
is the possession drill now. If
Gotcha.
you see the opportunity, you can take it.
Mhm.
But McVeigh, nice hustle play to keep that ball in as it heads down to the corner. And PV will kick it out for a Rams throw-in. Of course, the ball rolls through the gate where it's opened. Always happens.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Curry taking a tumble as she is fouled.
And I think she let her know. And she's
What?
telling the referee that he's doing a great job tonight. Well, maybe he wasn't. I think she said she doesn't like his hat. That's what she just said.
I think that he's saying, let me eat my chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't get to finish all of his chicken nuggets. The game restarted without a whistle. Now Curry and the whole entire Rams team just upset.
Oh, nice.
Glancy coming in, heading that one down as a little bit of a touch to herself.
Oh, nice
great
pass.
ball
No
there from
look there,
Curry.
Nick.
Backside ball. Now,
Looked
little
like
bit
a
of
trip to me there,
confusion,
Nick.
Yeah. Ball first, but then the player. That's not allowed.
No.
And this one will not get by.
Now, what is she thinking here, Nick?
This one will be a shot from Curry or Muley. I'm assuming Curry's going to want it.
Now, when you get this shot, Nick, where are you thinking of placement? Where is she thinking about placing it?
So the way the wall is set up right now, the goalie, Hill, is going to be on her right side. And Muley left-footed. Oh, that one parried away. Muley taking that one. Beautiful shot. I would have done what Muley did, but put it a little bit more towards the near side post.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A little bit more of the spin. Then she probably tried that.
Yeah.
But,
the
Hill,
ball
like
a
I
little
said,
bit.
she, with that height, she got up there no problem. It's just unbelievable with that wingspan. She got her hand on that. Nice job. Springford going to get it in the corner here, Nick. Oh, nice pass.
Great ball in there. Higgins getting a foot on it.
Here we
unable to
go,
convert.
Nick.
Oh, that one off the post. Oh, Glancy looking for one there.
I think Glancy was trying to be, I don't want to say too cute there, Nick, but trying to hit that perfect spot, and I don't think she realized how wide open she was. The goalie, Hill, could not see. Her vision seemed to be blocked there by the defense, so I think Glancy could have just easily put that in and not go so far to the left side there of the goal.
Hill boots that one away. Oh, push there
Yeah,
on
I'd say
Seitz.
so.
And it'll be Rams ball just inside Perkiomen Valley's half.
That's Olivia McMurray, who took a shot on the other end. So maybe she's just feeling maybe
Yeah.
she's owed a free shot on one of the Springford players there because she took a good hit on the other side there.
6:05 left in this one.
It's a 1-0 lead here, Nick, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like Springford's much bigger. They've really, they're just knocking on the door. They really are.
Yeah.
PV hasn't. We've been looking down this end of the field, the offensive end,
Oh, yeah.
for pretty much since the beginning of this second half.
Curry winning that 50-50 ball. She gets her own head ball back. Plays one down to the corner, broken up. Now PV looking to build out of the back. Bad touch, it rolls out of bounds. Spring forward throw-in.
How hard is it when and you play defense here, Nick. I mean, how hard is it when your team is down on the other end so much to just kind of cheat a little bit up? Because you're sitting there,
Yeah.
you're not seeing as much action. Do you think that, or is it just more important stay home? Oh, she just missed that, Nick. Here comes a shot.
Oh, that one. Thomas tries to put it back across the goal. Unable to convert. Still a dangerous ball, though.
Yeah, do you feel like you want to cheat a little bit up
Yeah.
defensively? Yeah.
You do. At least I do.
Yeah.
Want to get involved in the offense, get a couple touches on the ball.
I'd sprint right up and try to score. That's what I would do. I'd leave my post. I'd go for the glory. I would I would take the consequences.
Yeah.
I'm like, Coach, listen, I was just trying to be aggressive. You can't fault aggressiveness.
Not at all.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Springford doing a nice job here, Nick. Just controlling it.
Good
really
ball there
setting
from
it up.
Valencia. She
Yeah.
finds Thomas in the midfield. And this is what Springford's been doing all night. They've just been dissecting
Wow.
PV's defense.
Really nice touch pass there, Nick.
Oh, seriously.
Oh, here comes Nick.
Oh, Sights with the ball stripped from her. She was in on goal if that had not gotten taken away.
Nice defensive play there. Real nice defensive play. Because if she didn't get her foot on that, it was a breakaway.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like Springford, one of the adjustments, they seem more spread out in the second half, Nick, where in the first half you saw the girls kind of miscommunication, who's going to get that ball, they were closer to each other. Where now it just seems like they're taking the whole field.
Yeah, absolutely. Springford's positioning and spacing, like you said, is so much better in the second half. Mo probably stressed that to them in the halftime huddle. Just if you keep your shape, the ball you'll be able to find openings for your teammates when you have the ball.
Oh. Yeah, it's true. The spacing. I mean, it's absolutely key. Is spacing in any type of these sports.
Mm-hmm.
Spacing is just so key. Getting to the open spots and then passing, and relying on your teammates to be in that open space when you put the ball there.
And like you said, a lot of these high school athletes get a little caught up in everything, and like you want the glory. So
Yeah.
maybe you forget about your spacing a little bit, and you shrink the field, and it just makes it harder to play.
That's right. They always said there's no I in team, right?
That's right.
But I always said ME is. Yeah, that's right.
Sharkey with a
Oh,
beautiful
nice
ball through to
pass.
McVeigh. She has the edge, slows it up, looking to beat this defender one-on-one. Stutter step, gets the inside. Back across. Now Flanagan.
Little higher, I think, Nick,
Yeah.
than she wanted to get that pass, but a nice thought.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to see, too. I noticed with the Springford, not only with the girls here tonight, and you boys, the unselfishness. You got some athletes who can flat out score, but the unselfishness is unbelievable. You saw her, instead of just going for the goal and for herself, she makes the pass, Clancy,
Yeah.
right across the way, for her teammate. She doesn't need that. She's not the glory hog, that egotistical, narcissistic Bill Culp.
Sharkey now. Trying to play a ball across the middle.
Oh,
Still with the
nice.
ball at her feet.
Wow, that's strong, Nick.
Man. Now Curry
Wow.
looking to reset as we're under 2 minutes, 1:45 left in this one. Rams leading 1-0 still from that penalty kick from Curry. And the Rams controlling the game. Far shot as Hill is way off her line.
I mean, looking at that in soccer, is it, physically, is it more important to be strong down low, in your core? Because it just looked like she just took on 3 players there. is it more important, like that balance, for the lower half or the upper half to get those possessions?
Definitely the lower half of your body. If you have a strong core and pretty strong legs, you're good to go for soccer.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to be super buff, like a football player up top. Not saying the football players have small legs, but
Yeah.
it's more of your legs and abs than your upper body.
Yeah, it just looks like the balance is so important. Like,
Yeah.
to keep that balance where,
Yeah.
like we saw Glancy just kind of take on 3 girls right there. Her balance almost with that core, that strength was unbelievable.
McVeigh plays the ball back across the face of the goal. It will go out for a corner.
That was right to Emily Higgins, I believe.
Yeah.
Nice center right there.
McVeigh's been dangerous all
Yeah,
night.
they really are. I mean, give Hill credit, keeping the Rams only down to 1 goal here with 48 seconds left here, Nick.
It'll be one of the last plays of the night
Mm-hmm.
as Thomas sets this one up, taking your time.
Really good soccer game for the second half for the Rams, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Really was. Really well played game.
Thomas playing that ball in to the near side. Flanagan getting a piece of it. It's up high. As we're under 30 seconds, Hill just trying to get her team up one last time. Sights winning that ball. Now down to Thomas. Flanagan
Oh,
takes another shot.
that was a big shot
Yeah.
right there.
She
Waiting
saw
for the
Hill
ball.
off her line and got aggressive, and that's something that you like to see.
Pretty hard to score with 3 seconds left. There's nothing
Yeah.
you could do. Hill screaming for the ball as maybe there's Springford youth who was holding on to the ball a bit, but there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. There was 10
there was
seconds
nothing
left
they
in the
could do.
game.
Yeah, I agree there, Nick.
Thank you all for joining us here on RCTV as we had a beautiful night, beautiful game, great production here. We will
Congratulations
see
to
you.
those Rams with the 1-0 lead on senior night
Absolutely.
there, Nick.
Curry able to bury that penalty kick to the near side post. Thank you again for stopping in here as the Rams win 1-0 here at home. For Bill Culp and the rest of our RCTV crew, I'm Nick Elsner. Have a good night.